Hello. I know this video is very different from my usual video, but today I just feel an urge, let's say I just feel an urge to film this video and to talk about YouTube, to talk about my journey, to talk about, the dark side of YouTube and, what you see on YouTube versus in reality, what it really is. And, it's just gonna be an unscripted video. I'm just gonna be completely honest with you. I'm gonna talk about my content creation journey, what happened before and after my video went viral, how it affected my life, and where I am today. Okay, so let's start it with who I am. I am Clara. I am a flat-chested and skinny girl. I had a lot of insecurities with my body image, with my self-confidence and my self-worth. But in late 2018, I finally feel like I have learned to love myself and appreciate all parts of my body from within and feel really proud of how I look. So that's when I started to have the idea of, okay, maybe I should create a YouTube channel and just spread this positive message. So I posted my first video on YouTube in February of 2019, and at first I didn't really have like a strategy or like a focus with my YouTube channel. I kind of dabble at everything and experimented with all types of topics. If you look back at my channel, you're gonna see my early videos are all about like it's all over the place. It's about mindset, about routine and lifestyles, about dating, and just overall like self-improvement stuff. I never really had an idea that I'm gonna talk about small boobs and being skinny. I never had that idea for my channel. Everything changed in like around Valentine's time. So on Valentine's Day of 2019, I was single at the time, and on that day I just felt like I want to look pretty, I want to feel pretty. So I got up and I got ready and I did my hair and I did my makeup and I just stood in front of my window and took like a bunch of selfies, and I started posting those selfies on my Instagram. And in one of the posts I talked about being flat-chested, and I'm gonna put the pictures here so you can see. So that post completely blew up and I got like maybe a few hundred new followers just from that post. But I really never like thought that I'm gonna make videos specifically for small boobs. Like at the time I was just like, oh cool, people seem to really like my content, so I'm just gonna keep posting more. So from February to June, during those 4 months, I was going to school, I was trying to find a job and making YouTube video on the side. And I always looked at YouTube as part of my hobbies, like it's just something that I do for fun. It's just something that like I don't really take it that seriously, and like of course it's nice to have like subscribers and followers and everything, but for me it's like I'm just doing what I enjoy. And during those 4 months I think I may have had maybe like 200 or 300 subscribers, something like that. So very little following, and on Instagram I may have like 2,000 or 3,000, so around that. And it really never bothered me. Like I remember when at the end of 2018 I already know that I'm gonna have a YouTube channel in 2019, and at the end of 2018 when I set my goals for 2019, I wanted to have 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2019. And at the time when I wrote that down, I was like, maybe I can't even reach that, but I'm just gonna put 1,000 as a good goal, as a good number to have. I'm sorry if I'm like rambling, but yeah, like I said, this is totally unscripted. This is just like everything just pouring out from my mouth, from my heart, from my mind. Anyway, back to the story. From February to June, I didn't really gain much traction. I posted like one video every 2 months, and I wasn't consistent at all. And in late June, I finally feel like, you know what? I feel like my content would have more impact if I'm more personal, if I'm more vulnerable with my content, if I'm more authentic with my message and what I want to put out there. So I looked up the topic on YouTube, of course, and I saw like there are a few, back then there were a few videos about small boobs already, but they were all from girls with like B cups or, you know, like moderate chest, and it's so hard for me to relate to them because I mean, in my eyes, their chests are fine, their chests are completely normal. But I understand, of course I understand that everyone has a different reference point, and to them they may really think that they have flat chest, and like I really understand that. But for me, I started to think about, you know, all the girls that are just like me out there, all the girls out there that are just like me, who have like completely flat chest and or like A cup, and I just think that if I don't feel really resonated with the videos that are already on YouTube, then the girls who are just like me may not feel resonated with that as well, may not be able to relate to those videos as well. It's really hard for me at first to sit down and film that video that's eventually went viral, because I mean, making videos on YouTube is one thing, but making videos on YouTube about boobs and about small chest is totally a different thing. Like it's I'm not gonna say it's weird. I'm not gonna say, but I just feel like making videos on these topics are not celebrated. People may look at me, at the time, I just think that people may look at me and think that I'm super silly to talk about these type of topics. Like, I just have that in my head, and that kind of like held me back for a while. But in June, I finally broke out of that shell, and I finally realized that, you know what, who cares? Like, I'm just gonna put my message out there, and I'm just gonna talk about my experience and hopefully inspire others out there to have more confidence and have more self-love in themselves, and to accept their chest a little bit more. So that's why I made that video, and it was an instant hit. My audience loved it. That video didn't really blow up right away. It kind of like gained some traction over time. It's very like gradually. I think I have like a few thousand in the first few days, or like the first week, maybe like 2,000 in the first week, and I was really happy because usually my videos only get like maybe 200 views or 500 views before that. So I was really happy to see that it's starting to pick up, it's starting to get attention from people. So I take that as a good sign, and I keep making more video about, you know, small boobs and being skinny, and I really started to see it as my niche. I really started to see it as my focus on YouTube, and that's the topic that I really want to make videos about. And so from June, late June till late November, those 5 months, I keep making videos, not really consistently, but like still I focused on a niche for skinny and small-chested girls, and I just keep releasing content on that topic, and people love it. Like, my growth was slow and steady, and then boom, in late November my video went viral, and it happened so fast. It happened so fast. I was able to gain like 5,000 or 10,000 subscribers in a day, and I gained hundreds and hundreds of views a day, and it completely blew my mind. It just completely blew my mind of what's possible. You know what, you know, it's a high. I was on such a high. It's amazing. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like, I mean, having millions and hundreds of people watching my videos, it feels amazing. It feels fucking amazing. I'm not gonna lie. But then that period lasted for a week. Exactly a week. From late November till like early December. I started with 2,500 subscribers by like late November. By the end of November, beginning of December, I had 40,000 So 2,500 to 40,000 in just 1 week. I know that, you can say that there are a lot of other people who went viral and gained much more than me, and I have no problem with that. But to me, for someone who have a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the beginning of the year, and just after 1 week, I have 40,000 subscribers, and it's so insane. It's just so insane to me at the time. And I was so over the moon. I was so over the moon during that 1 week. But then when I started to see the growth to slow down, I was in panic mode. I was kind of depressed. I was feeling like, what am I doing wrong? What's going on? Why is the growth slowing down? Am I doing something wrong? At the time, like, it didn't register to me that it's just a growth spurt. Like, everything is a cycle. Everything comes and goes. But I couldn't understand that. I was like, oh, if it starts to grow, then it's just gonna keep growing like that. I'm just gonna keep growing like that. But no, it starts to grow like this, and then it cools down, It cools down, and I was kind of hit with that shock of, wow, it's just, imagine when you're on a roller coaster and you get up so high, you get so high up, and then they start to drop you. Imagine how scared you are. And that was me. That was me at the beginning of December. It was such a high that I was on, and it was so hard to adjust back to where I was before. It was so hard, and then I started to be really obsessed with perfection. I've always been a perfectionist. I'm a Virgo, right? So I'm always kind of struggle with that my whole life. But during that period, it was like the strongest ever. It took me a long time. It took me a while to, feel normal again. I know that maybe to you it's so hard to understand, and you just laugh at me and think that I'm just like making up stuff to complain about. But I feel like, if you haven't experienced anything like this, it'll be really hard to explain to you how disappointing it is to see the number not as high as before, because you would wonder if there's anything that you could have done differently to keep the growth going. And just for some reason, just numbers just seem so important to me. And I know, I'm being so completely honest with you. I'm being so completely vulnerable with you here, because I have nothing to hide. I really have nothing to hide. I really don't think I'm anything better than you or better than anyone. I'm just a regular girl. I'm just telling you everything here right now, what went on with my life, what went through my mind during that time, because I really have nothing to hide, and this is just me. And I'm proud of my progress. I'm proud of how I've changed over time, and I'm telling you this experience because I don't know, maybe you're also a content creator, and you also kind of hope that one day you're gonna blow up and one of your videos is gonna go viral. And I'm just telling you here, so maybe you would be more prepared to deal with the aftermath of going viral. And I just feel like, maybe I'm just that one-hit wonder. Maybe I'm just that type of content creator, and I might never be able to produce something that's as great as that video. And I felt the pressure, and I felt, and when my videos doesn't perform as well as that video, I felt like I'm a failure. I felt like I fell behind, and it's a terrible feeling. And now looking back, of course I know that I was super silly. I was so silly to fall into that trap. But at the time, at the time it's just the ego who just wants more number, more subscribers, more views, more, exposure. And when the ego doesn't get it, the ego suffer. And I really felt like, maybe that's it for my YouTube channel. Maybe, my channel just kind of like die down, and eventually, no one's gonna remember me anymore. And I know it just seems so crazy and stupid now that I actually have those thoughts, but it's really what happened. And so I didn't post video for a month or 2 months, and it was really hard whenever I make videos, and I just felt like these videos that I'm making will never be as good as the video that went viral. These videos that I'm making will never gonna be as successful as that one. And it was such a toxic mindset, but I couldn't help it. So that's honestly what happened after I went viral. I was on the moon for like a week, and then for the next 2 months I was in just a complete mess, a complete emotional and mental mess of beating myself up and feeling inadequate. And I haven't told you about comparing myself. Oh my goodness. I had a big problem with comparing myself to other content creators. Big problems. I would spend like hours. I'm telling you, I'm being so real with you here. I would spend like hours to compare my stats with someone else's stats, and it's weird that like maybe me and that person are not even in the same niche, are not even, making the same type of videos, have totally different audience, but I still compare. I compare myself with the biggest creator, with even the smallest creators. I compare myself with everyone because I never felt like I'm enough. I never felt like I had enough. I never felt like I was successful enough, like I was loved enough. And of course I never showed it. I never showed it. And because in a way I'm preaching self-love, and I'm preaching self-confidence to all my subscribers and followers. So how can I say that deep down I didn't feel like I'm enough? And it was something that I always subconsciously struggle with. It's funny because I never really thought that I'm not enough. Like, I know full well the power of positive affirmations, of speaking positively to myself. So I always try to speak positively to myself, but I kind of ignore the feeling that deep down, it's very deep, it's very subconscious, that deep down I didn't feel like I'm enough. I didn't feel like I'm enough. I didn't feel like I worked hard enough. I didn't feel like I had enough, like I was successful enough. I always wanted more and 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 more, and then kept comparing myself to other people and felt like I'm not enough. Like I was not pretty or successful as they are, and it was really toxic. It was really toxic. And to be honest, like, I dealt with it for so long. It kind of like became my lifestyle in a way. And I'm sorry if up to this point I sound like I'm ungrateful or I'm just so in my head. But you know, it was real. It was really real what I just told all of you about. And I always thought that, you know, once I reach 100,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be so happy. Once I reach 50,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be so happy. You know, just like how in 2018 I thought that I'm gonna be so happy once I reach 1,000 subscribers. I'm gonna be so happy if I reach 10,000 subscribers. And when I actually surpassed those goals, surpassed those numbers, I mean, it felt good for maybe a day, maybe a week. And then, you know, life just kind of comes back to normal, and I just felt the same. I just felt the same old feeling of, oh, I want more, I want to achieve more subscribers, more views, more whatever. Just kind of came back, and then I would have the same struggle again and felt like I'm not enough again, and then compare myself again. Like, it's just that circle. And yeah, that was really it. That was really like the reality of YouTube. But lately, something's changed. Something's really changed. I finally realized that my worth is within me. My worth is within me all along. My worth is not in 1,000 subscribers. My worth is not in 100,000 subscribers. My worth is not within 1,000,000 subscribers. My worth is within me right now. My worth is right here with me, and I can get access to it whenever I want, whenever I need. I don't have to wait for YouTube to blow up another video of mine and gaining another 50,000 subscribers to feel that sense of worthiness, to feel like I'm enough. Because I am enough right now, right here. Even when I have 1 subscriber, even when I don't have a YouTube channel, I am worthy. I am enough just by being here. I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to look impossible in my videos. I don't know why, but there's just so many pretty people on YouTube, like so many, and I don't know why they can look so good in their videos while they're talking. I really don't know, and I compare myself to them. I compare myself, and I was like, oh my god, I don't know why in the videos I look so funny. Like in real life I look so much better, but in videos I feel like I'm so not pretty, you know? And just because I look at these other YouTubers who look impossible, who look perfect on camera, and I compare myself to them. I still do sometimes. But now it finally came clear to me that, you know, who cares? Like, who cares if I look like shit right now? Like, I know that I'm not looking my best. I'm not looking my best right now in this video because like the sun is going down and like it's really dark in this room, and I just have this ring light in front of me, and I may not look my best right now, but who cares? What matters is my message. What matters is what I want to say in this video. And it's all good. Like, I don't have to look perfect. I don't have to have perfect English. I used to beat myself up so much for that too. I was like, because I'm always kind of insecure about my English. I feel like I'm not speaking coherently enough. I always feel like I have to script my whole videos and then just stick to the script that I wrote 100%, so my English in the videos can be perfect. But right now I'm just like, who cares? Who even cares? Just throw the script out the window and just freestyle, just talk, just be free and just be myself in front of the camera, because this is me. This is really me. This is really me. And I'm loving it. I'm loving this version of me. I'm loving this version of, yeah, this is me. Like, I may not be a perfect speaker. I am not. And I don't look perfect. And yeah, like sometimes I say and a lot. But now it doesn't matter anymore. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, because if I have something to say, then I'm just gonna make a video and talk about it and just put it out and just let my message out there. Put my message out there, put myself out there to the world and to people, because someone who watched this video is gonna get the value out of it, and that is enough for me. That is enough for me. The fact that I'm here, the fact that I have a community, the fact that I have people who watch me and support me. No, just the fact that I am here, just the fact that I'm being alive is enough. It's enough. It's enough. I am enough. Just by being myself, just by being real and vulnerable and real and show myself to the world. I know that I'm a mess right now. I'm not making sense, but whatever. I hope that you can get my point. I just feel like I'm finally able to feel that sense of worthiness. And it's always within me. For a long time, I always wanted people to give me the validation that I'm doing enough, that I'm doing a good job. But now I'm like, you know what? I don't need that anymore. Like, it's nice to have. Don't get me wrong. I still love replying to your comments. Don't get me wrong. It's nice to have, but really, I can give that validation to myself. I can pat myself on the back and tell myself that I've done a good job today. Let's celebrate this success. I am successful. I can tell that to myself. You know, since my childhood, I always this kind of, overachiever type of person, because I only get attention from my dad when I achieve something. So I always thought that I have to do more to prove myself to him and to feel like I'm doing enough and to feel like I'm worthy, I'm worth something in this world. So I have to do more and more to achieve more and to really be something extraordinary, to be recognized and to feel like I'm worthy, to feel like I'm making my dad proud and to feel like he loves me. I have to do more so he can finally notice me. But it's not true. It's not true at all. I'm sorry. I know I sound like a chicken right now. I sound like a chicken. I don't even know why I say that. I sound like a chicken. I do sound like a chicken, like my voice doesn't even make sense anymore. But okay, what I wanted to say is, all along, my worth is really within me, and it's not in any type of achievement. It's not in any other people. Other people can give me validation, but they cannot give me worth. They cannot give me my worth. I am the only one who can give that to myself. And I'm really learning that, and I'm really realizing that with my YouTube journey, with my content creation. This is what I want to do for my life. This is my passion. I feel so happy. I feel so happy when I post a video, or to read someone's comment, and to read someone's DM. That I hope to change their perspective and how they think and how they can accept themselves more, and I love that. I really do. And this is really what I love doing. I don't know why I'm talking like this. I don't know why I'm even crying. I'm just like so emotional. But this is really it, you know. This is really what I want to do for my life. And I can't put my worth in a number. I can't do that anymore. I can't. And I realized that. No, this is a happy video. Don't click out because I'm crying. I'm sorry. But you know what? I don't care. I'm crying. I don't care. If you want to watch me, then yeah, stay. But if you don't want to, yeah, click out. I don't care anymore. Do whatever you like. I'm doing whatever I like. If I feel like crying, then yes, I'm just gonna cry. Yeah, who cares? Oh man, okay. So the point I want to make with this video is that I finally realized that my worth is within me all along. It's not in the numbers, it's not in my dad, it's not in my family, it's not in my friends or my partners. I don't depend on anyone to give it to me anymore. I decide to feel worthy right now. And I am enough. And you are enough. We are all enough. And we don't have to achieve a certain thing to feel happy and to feel like we're worthy. Everything is really within us, and everything is really within us. Whatever it is that you want to achieve, whatever it is that you think will make you feel better, that will make you feel successful, make you feel like you're worthy, make you feel confident. When you achieve it, you may feel good for a bit, but if you don't work on what's truly hurting inside you, then it will come back and haunt you. Just like what it did to me. Feeling enough is like you don't need other people to tell you that you're pretty. You don't need other people to tell you that you're successful. You don't need other people to give you validation. Because you can feel all of that worth and that love within yourself, because it's just so inherent. It's just so, you're born with that, you know. You are born with that. You are born with your own unique beauty, excuse me, and your own unique talent. and your own unique personality. Everything about you is unique. Everything. And that's make you enough. That's make you worthy. That's make you beautiful as a person. And you don't have to look like someone else. You don't have to be as successful as someone else. You don't have to achieve the same thing as someone else. You are worthy by just being you. I am worthy just by being here, just by being me, just by having a voice, just by having a message. I am a worthy person, and I finally realized that, and I'm so proud of myself, and I'm so proud of myself for the journey that I've been on and for everything that I have gone through, because it makes me the person I am today. And I hope that you can feel proud of yourself too, because I know that you've been through so much. So give yourself credits. Give yourself the validation that you always wanted. Give yourself the love that you always wanted. You know, be more authentic, be more like yourself. Just the people who actually love you after you take off all the mask and just be authentically yourself are the people who deserve you and who love you for who you truly are. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to be yourself. Don't be afraid to cry, to laugh, to live life, to love. Because it's truly a beautiful world when you can just be yourself and like a child, you know. I feel like I've been feeling like a child lately. I've been feeling like nothing really matters. Nothing really matters in life, you know, like the success, the money, the whatever it is that I want to achieve. Like, I know that I can achieve that because I am so worthy. You know, I am so worthy. I am so worthy of all of that. I am so worthy of all the things I want to achieve. I am so worthy of the beauty, of the good things. I am worthy. I am a worthy person. I don't have to feel like I'm not enough. I don't have to compare myself to other people because I am worthy. They are worthy. They have their own worth. I am worthy. I have my own worth. I have my own uniqueness. I have my own beauty, and I am worthy. You are worthy. We are all worthy. That's it for this week video. I hope that I don't scare you off. I am really this weird in real life. I am really weird, I know. I am really weird. But I hope that this is not too much for you, and I love you so much. Till next time, love yourself, be kind to yourself, and treat others the same way. But love yourself, really. You are worthy. You are worthy. You are enough. You don't need to be someone else. You don't need to be like anybody else. Be yourself. You are worthy just the way you are. You are beautiful just the way you are. You are successful just the way you are. You are exactly where you need to be. You are worthy. You are enough. And I love you. Bye bye.